Do you know which states in the USA have the highest crime rates per capita? This question might seem straightforward, but the answer is as complex as the many factors contributing to crime rates. In today's video, we are embarking on a journey through the darker side of America's landscapes, a journey through the states with the highest crime rates per capita. We'll be exploring the types of crime that are most prevalent in each state, and we'll also be sharing some recent real-life examples to illustrate the severity of the situation. This is not a journey for the faint-hearted, but it's an important one. Understanding the nature and extent of crime is the first step towards combating it effectively. So brace yourselves for a deep dive into the underbelly of America's crime statistics. Stay tuned as we delve into the top 10 states with the highest crime rates per capita. The crime rates we're discussing are based on the number of crimes per 100,000 residents. Our journey begins in Alaska, a state known for its breathtaking landscapes. Yet beneath the beauty, it holds the dubious distinction of having the highest crime rate in the United States. Next, we have New Mexico. This southwestern state, with its rich cultural heritage, also grapples with a high crime rate, particularly in property crimes. Third on the list is Tennessee, the birthplace of blues music. Unfortunately, it also has a significant problem with both violent and property crimes. Louisiana comes in fourth. Famous for its vibrant Mardi Gras festival, it also wrestles with a high incidence of crime, particularly in its cities. Next, we travel to Arkansas, a state known for its diverse geography, ranging from mountainous regions to lowlands. However, it also has a high crime rate, particularly in terms of property crimes. Sixth on the list is Alabama. Known for its southern hospitality, it unfortunately also contends with a high crime rate. Our seventh state is Missouri, the show me state. But one thing it would rather not show is its high crime rate, especially in urban areas. Nevada, known worldwide for Las Vegas, its glittering city of lights, comes in eighth. Sadly, it also shines in terms of its crime rate. Number 9 is South Carolina. Famous for its coastal beauty and historic sites, it also has a significant crime rate, particularly in its metropolitan areas. Last but not least, we have Arizona. Known for the Grand Canyon, it also has a deep problem with crime, especially in terms of property crimes. Now that we've identified these states, let's examine the types of crimes that are most prevalent in each. Different states have different types of crimes that are more prevalent. As we dive deeper into the dark undercurrents of crime that course through our nation, it's important to remember that the nature of these crimes varies from state to state. Let's start with the most common crime in the majority of states, property crime. This includes burglary, theft, motor vehicle theft, and arson. In some states, property crimes far outweigh the prevalence of violent crimes. This can be attributed to a variety of factors, such as economic disparities, unemployment rates, and even the population density of a state. It's a stark reminder that not all crime is violent, but it can still have a devastating impact on the victims and their communities. Moving on, we have violent crimes. These are crimes where the offender uses or threatens force upon a victim. This umbrella term includes crimes like murder, rape, robbery, and assault. It's a chilling reality that these types of crimes are prevalent in some states, even topping the list in terms of frequency. The World Population Review reported that some cities have violent crime rates as high as 2,082 per 100,000 people. Then there are drug-related crimes. From possession and distribution to manufacturing and trafficking, these crimes can be as varied as the substances they involve. States with higher rates of drug abuse and addiction often see a corresponding increase in drug-related crimes. Hate crimes, unfortunately, are still a prevalent issue in some states. These are crimes perpetrated based on prejudice or bias against a certain race, religion, sexual orientation, or other protected classes. For instance, a series of violent crimes against Asians and Asian Americans has raised concerns about the role of racist rhetoric in fueling hate incidents, as reported by USA Today. Finally, there are white-collar crimes. These non-violent, financially motivated crimes are often committed by individuals in high-trust positions. They include fraud, embezzlement, insider trading, and more. While these crimes may not leave physical scars, they can wreak havoc on a person's life savings, retirement plans, and trust in the system. Each state has its own unique blend of these crimes, influenced by a myriad of factors from socioeconomic conditions to legislation and law enforcement practices. It's a complex web of cause and effect with no one-size-fits-all solution. Now that we've seen the types of crimes, let's look at some real-life examples. News reports provide us with examples of these crimes. They paint a vivid picture of the real-life implications of these crime rates, offering us a glimpse into the lives affected and the communities disrupted. In the first state on our list, we find a violent crime rate of 1,099 per 100,000 people. A recent incident here involved a ruthless carjacking. The victim was left traumatized, a stark reminder of the high crime rates plaguing the area. Moving on to the second state, with a violent crime rate of 1,101 per 100,000 people, a disturbing case of home invasion was reported. A family's peace was shattered when intruders broke into their home, proving that no place is truly safe when crime rates soar. In the third state, a violent crime rate of 1,121 per 100,000 people brings with it stories of armed robberies. One such incident saw a local convenience store become the target of a violent hold-up, a stark illustration of the daily challenges faced by businesses in high-crime areas. The fourth state, with a violent crime rate of 1,138 per 100,000 people, recently reported a horrifying incident of assault. The victim was walking home late at night when the attack occurred, a sobering reminder of the dangers lurking in the shadows of high-crime areas. In the fifth state, there's a violent crime rate of 1,203 per 100,000 people. A chilling case of kidnapping recently made headlines here, a testament to the unpredictable nature of crime in areas with high rates of violence. In the sixth state, a violent crime rate of 1,291 brings to light a heartbreaking case of child abuse. The perpetrator was a trusted figure in the victim's life, a grim reminder of the trust broken in such crimes. In the seventh state, with a violent crime rate of 1,299 per 100,000 people, a shocking case of elder abuse was reported. The victim was an elderly man, targeted due to his vulnerability, reflecting the sad reality for many in high-crime areas. In the eighth state, a violent crime rate of 1,334 per 100,000 people recently saw a brutal case of gang violence. A young man lost his life, illustrating the deadly consequences of unchecked crime rates. In the ninth state, a violent crime rate of 1,339 per 100,000 people brings us a tragic story of domestic violence. A woman was left severely injured, a painful reminder of the hidden crimes that often go unreported. Lastly, in the 10th state, with a violent crime rate of 1,369 per 100,000 people, a horrifying case of a school shooting occurred. This incident left a community in mourning, underscoring the urgent need for effective crime prevention strategies. These examples give us a glimpse into the real-life implications of these crime rates. They remind us that behind every statistic is a human story, a life disrupted, a community in distress. High crime rates have significant impacts on the communities in these states. In our exploration, we've journeyed through the 10 states in the United States with the highest crime rates per capita. Each state has its unique issues, ranging from violent crimes to property crimes, and everything in between. We've delved into the different types of crimes that are most prevalent in each of these states. Some are grappling with high rates of violent crimes, while others are dealing with an influx of property crimes or hate crimes. The specifics vary, painting a complex picture of crime across the United States. To bring these statistics to life, we've shared real-life examples from recent news reports. These stories serve as a stark reminder that behind every statistic, there's a human story. They underline the urgency for effective solutions to combat crime and improve safety. Understanding these crime rates can help inform policies and initiatives aimed at reducing crime and improving safety in these states. It's a collective effort that requires understanding, empathy, and action. Together, we can make a difference.